Hello and welcome, Gemini, to Starstruck Tarot. My name is Daniel Dubois, and I'll be doing your mid-month reading for September, looking at your love life, your finances, and your home environment, seeing what September has for you from the 1st to the 15th. Going into the pre-shuffle meditation, I will say I did feel for my Geminis. As we are kind of leaving the August cycle, we're coming to an end soon. Um, I felt that a lot of my Geminis have been feeling stressed, overworked, and also I feel like stretched thin. You've been really trying to focus on work, career, and for some of you, your focus has been really very much on love life, on your love life, sorry. And you've been trying to really get ahead, is what I'm hearing for you, get ahead. But I feel like you have overextended yourself, taken on maybe a little bit too much, too soon, or too much all at once. And so you're kind of feeling a little burnt out. For some of my Geminis, I am feeling that you're kind of recovering from some kind of situation. For those of you, it's a romantic situation where you and a partner haven't been really gelling. This may be an old energy, someone that you've been with before and that you've tried to make it work with. For some of you, it was smooth sailing in the beginning, like this new start. But I do feel like for others of you, it's kind of went the other direction. I'm hearing that there might have been another person in the picture, another energy. In some cases, it might not have been that, but I do feel like that's the kind of energy I'm picking up. That there might have been a third party either on your side or on your partner's side, or they moved on, but they still kept contacting you. Whatever it is, I feel like you gave to this connection as much as you could, and then there was a period of just taking a break and trying to first come to grips with your own emotional well-being and then come back to it. For others of you, you just went right ahead with this love connection and kind of ended things with someone else, a new energy that you may have wanted to try and see where it goes, but I feel like you were comfortable with your old energy, with the old person, and it was someone that you knew and you've had so many memories together, and so you kind of went with this old person, this old connection, rather than the new connection. And maybe it worked out the first time around, but I do feel like the first few days, the first few weeks together, it was going great. But I feel like there is a feeling of fatigue there too. I feel like you're just emotionally drained coming out of August. So we will see where that goes or how that develops as well in September. So, quick disclaimer. For my cross watchers, understand that I am reading from the perspective of Gemini, so a trigger warning is in effect. Understand that all energies are interchangeable, genders are interchangeable. Take what resonates for you, leave what doesn't. Feel free to interpret the message as you feel fits. Swap the roles. Otherwise, I hope that this is informative and that you give this video a like and subscribe and check out my other content. I'm trying to do more pick a card readings as well on the side, so for those of you who may be interested in that. The decks that we will be using is the traditional Rider-Waite's, the Tattoo Tarot deck, and then we'll be using two Oracle decks, the Chakra Wisdom, to see what kind of energies will be surrounding you, Gemini, and then the Angel and Ancestors, or Ancestors and Angel Oracle deck. I get the two confused, those two ones. So jumping right in, from the Angel and Ancestor Oracle deck, we're going to be pulling one card that will basically summarize the overall theme that you'll be experiencing for September, Gemini. And then we will see where we go from there. And from the chakra wisdom, as I said before, we'll be looking at the energies that you'll be experiencing during the first 2 weeks of September, and then we will break down the themes of each week. What will be the overall theme for that week, for each of those 2 weeks, and then we will dive right into your love life, your finances, and your home environment with the rider weights. Okay, so what messages do we have for Gemini? And for the cross watchers who are watching for Gemini, what messages? What will be the theme? The theme of September for my Geminis. The theme of September, the first 2 weeks. Traveler. Very impressive. Okay, so I will say this. I tried doing this this reading once before, but unfortunately, you know how life is. Something happens and you gotta sort that out. The Traveler came before, and you saw how thoroughly I was shuffling these cards. It came again, so this is definitely a message for you, my Geminis. The Traveler represents the energy of it says move in a new direction. What that means to me, it's kind of like a tower moment, but a slower transition, in that there is change happening, a change in direction, something that you thought was good for you. You're realizing it takes more of your energy than you expected it to. I think I'm going to take, let's see. I feel these two. Okay. So, Traveler is telling me that you thought you were going in with such energy, with such enthusiasm into a cycle, into something new. And I feel like you realize after experiencing it and giving as much as you can to this experience that it's wearing you thin. It's making you spread yourself too thin, investing so much of your energy, and it's exhausting you. And it might not be what you're intending. This may be in your love life. This may be in your work environment. If you hear any other background noise, it's my family, so apologies for that. But yes, you're definitely you're looking at what is not serving you right now. Based on the experiences that you've had over the last couple months, this new cycle, this new opportunity that you've taken, you're looking at it and seeing where exactly is it putting more strain on you than it is filling your cup? Because I do feel like you're feeling overworked or kind of exhausted. And this might be with an emotional connection, or it may be work related. For some of you, it may be both. You will see. You will see. Okay, so looking at the energies that you will be experiencing, that you'll be tapping into for the first 2 weeks of September, we're going to draw from the chakra wisdom. They can see what energies you will be drawing from. Let's see what energies. Oh, almost did that. What energies will Gemini be experiencing in the first 2 weeks of September? What energies will they be experiencing? Yeah, it's still recording. Sometimes storage, you know. Okay, let's see what it has to say. One last shuffle. See if anything jumps up. If this guy, he wants to come in. Shuffle again. See. Okay, yeah. What do you have to say, my friend? Let's take a look at the energies that you'll be experiencing: vanity and enlightenment. Okay, so let's start with vanity. Yeah. So this may be you kind of feeling the need to put a facade forward of, oh, everything is going great in my life, and everything that I want is coming into fruition. It's coming in for me. But at the same time, while this may be true, I do feel like it's causing a strain on you. It's taking much of it. It's taking a lot out of you to keep this this new cycle, this new opportunity going for you, and it's going from a mental strain, like causing an exhaustion, to almost an emotional strain as well. And so, but you're putting on a brave face for the world, Gemini. I want you to understand that you don't have to You don't have to care so much about what other people's opinions and what other people think. I know that's hard for my air signs because you're such socialites. You're social butterflies. And you really do care about your friends, you care about your social image because you're all about communication. That is what air is. But at the same time, I don't want you to overextend yourself trying to put forward this image, this idea that everything is going hunky dory. It's okay if you have off days, if you have bad days. Everyone has them. You don't have to be on for the camera all the time, okay? So your second energy that you'll be experiencing is enlightenment. And this is definitely coming from the solar plex chakra, which has to do with going with your guts. It's going with what you know to be true. And with this being enlightenment, I feel like you've come to like a realization. I think this is where the traveler energy comes in. It's coming to a realization that trying to keep up this facade of everything being perfect all the time is weighing you down. And you're seeing that as it is, and you're looking very, like I said, you're looking very much at what is not filling your cup and kind of cutting it out in your life or pulling away from it. And this comes from this enlightenment of looking within yourself, this introspection, and seeing what it is that's causing this muddy. Um, it feels like it's pulling you down. It's a weight in your life, and you realize that there is something wrong, and you're looking into it and trying to either cut it out or move away from it. And that is the traveler, moving away from things that do not serve you. Okay? So you're very much going with your guts. You're kind of speaking your truth, and I can see that happening with the Leo period that we're going into. We're experiencing heavy Leo energy of doing what's good for you and putting yourself first, and that's a good thing. It's okay to be selfish every now and then because if you don't take care of you, why should other people do that for you? If you don't want to take care of yourself, why should other people have to do that for you? You know? It's not their job, and it's also not your job to put on a brave face for everyone. Okay? Just want you to know that. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the themes of your first 2 weeks, the first half of September for my Geminis, and for the cross watchers that are watching for the Geminis. What themes can we expect for the first week and the second week of September? Hold on. For the first, you're not corresponding with me now. Behave, everybody, behave. Let's try that again. Much better. What themes can we expect? Okay, so we have the Empress. So I feel divine feminine energy. Empress speaks about finding your stability. It speaks about happy connections, about happiness, basically building towards your own happiness and being in a place of power in your emotional well-being. The Empress represents all the queens, and what all the queens in their own way kind of communicate is someone in a place of authority, operating with the goal of trying to find stability in their social life, in their love life, and in their home environment in some way or another. And I feel like that's you in the first week of September, trying to find a sense of stability in your life. This may be you looking for people that only serve you, not serve you, but people that build you up, and pulling away from people that drag you down. So in the second week of September for my Geminis, we have the Justice card in reverse. Okay, so this. What I feel this kind of speaks to, but we will see for sure once we go into greater detail with the Rider-Waite. But I do feel like the Justice in reverse speaks to you kind of going back to something that made you happy. Maybe you started a new job somewhere, and and while it seemed to be ideal, it seemed to be almost too good to be true. and maybe it is, maybe it was. I feel like you're missing your old space. There's a sense of nostalgia and wanting to go back. For some of you, it may be wanting to go back to a connection that felt like it could have really been something great. It could have been something that really made you happy. Maybe it did, but you let it go because you wanted stability and security, maybe, and you're maybe now realizing that maybe isn't what you want. What you want is to be happy. You've been very goal orientated, Gemini. I will say my air signs have been very goal orientated, very work orientated. In the months of coming out of July into August, you've been really trying to focus on work and making that shmoney, as it were. And I feel like now that you've given as much energy as you have, and you're feeling a little burnt out and a little weary, I think you're going back to things that make you feel good. That make you feel good. But we will see. Okay, so we're gonna start drawing cards in your. I feel like financial and work oriented is something that my Geminis want to know about. So we're gonna start with your finances and your working environment. And working environment can also include, if you're a student, it can include academics. If it's got to do with work, your work environment and people in it, then take that as it resonates. But it's definitely got to do with your productivity. So we're going to draw for that. What insights can we get for Gemini in the month of September, the first 2 weeks of September? Insights into their financial and working environments, their productivity. What can we see about Geminis? What can we see? Last shuffle. This card wants to come out. Let's see what you have to say. Okay, so we have these six of Pentacles here in reverse. Six is about recuperating. All the sixes, recuperating from the change that comes with fives, the instability, the sudden swift tower that sweeps right in and just lays to waste all the plans that we had before. And six is about recuperating. With the Six of Pentacles in reverse, I feel that this is relating to a financial situation that you went into thinking that it was going to be good for you. It would bring stability into your life. But I feel like now that you've had some experience in this working environment, you may be feeling like, oh shit, this isn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's definitely requiring more work of you. It's requiring more of your focus and your time. And for some of you who may be working and studying, it may be taking time away from your studies, or vice versa. It may be your studies is taking is requiring more of your energy that you would have otherwise been investing in your work environment. So there's definitely a sense of instability here, and a kind of longing for simpler times, I feel, with this Six of Pentacles in your work environment. So work is really bearing down on you. You're feeling the weight of work. If it's academic work, the workload is becoming a lot. You're feeling it in September. If it's work, if it's your working environment where you make money, if it's demanding more time of you and more take weekends and do overtime, it is causing some kind of strain on you. That is what I'm seeing. Okay, now let's look at financial insights for the second week. Oh, you've got a jumper here and I want to take it. I feel okay. So intuitively I'm seeing that this is Four of Wands. Four of Wands represents fire. The motivation to do things. The will drive, that energy to just jump right in and do whatever it is that needs to be done and to achieve your goals, right? And four is about stability. So what I feel is like you're definitely working towards finding stability in your financial situation. So where you recognize the instability, because you have enlightenment here, you're seeing where the problem is, right? And you are actively working towards resolving it. And it does bring stability back. Whatever direction you choose to go into, whatever decision you make, it will definitely bring in a good outcome for you. you're definitely going to be finding your stability in the second week of September. So this is good. You've taken the energy from the first week, you've looked at it, and you've resolved it. Or you found a very good place where you're in a place of a state of stability at least. Okay, so good for you. Now let's look at what do I feel that Gemini saying romance. Romance is next. Okay, so let's look at any insights, any messages we can give for our Geminis in the first week, in the second week of September, relating to their love life and their social life. Their social life, I'm doing too. So I feel like some of you may be wanting to hang out with friends again. Okay, so love life and social life, first week, September for Gemini. What can we get you? Oh, we have a jumper. I want to take it. Oh, okay, so we have the Eight of Swords in reverse here. What this tells me is that there's definitely some kind of instability here as well. So there's a lot of stress coming from different areas in your life, your social life, your financial life, and it's kind of getting you in your head. You're thinking, you're to some extent overthinking about the situation as it is and trying to see what you can do to resolve it. For some of you, there's a love connection that maybe you were not ready to commit to, and now that you've been without this person, for you've withdrawn from them and spent this time away trying to working on yourself, you realize how much you miss their energy in your life. And I feel that some of you are really overthinking about this, about how you can start a connection with this person. But I feel it's very much being in your head and not being able to do anything. For some of you, and I will not say all of you, again, some of you, there may have been a third person situation in that you were entertaining two different connections and you went with the one because it felt more stable, it felt familiar. But the more time you spend trying to get back to this place of making it work, getting back to this happy place, the more you realize that is in the past and it's not working out. It didn't work out before and it's not working out now, probably because you guys wanted to just go right back to things being normal, things being happy. And it doesn't work like that. I feel like the two of you have changed as people in some way or another. The original ending has changed you. It made both of you realize things about yourself. And also, I'm hearing that you're having to jump through a lot of um, circles, hoops. Sorry, you're having to jump through a lot of hoops to make this person happy. I feel like some of you might be making some changes to yourself to kind of suit your person, and that's not okay because you're changing yourself. Your person needs to love you exactly as you are. You don't have to adjust yourself for anyone. If they don't want to have a piece of your pie, then why the hell must you share it with them? You know what I'm saying? So um, uh, you're trying a lot of things, but I feel like you're feeling trapped right now. You're feeling like there's no way forward in this current love connection. I'm sorry, Gemini. But hey, if I feel like if you can resolve the situation in your financial, like look, you had the Six of Pentacles in reverse for finances, and then you took that energy, you transformed it into stability for yourself. So you are capable of anything, really. So let's see, what insights can we get for Gemini in the second week of September regarding their love life? What insights can we get for my Geminis in the second week of September regarding love life and social life? Love life and social life. I feel like this wants to speak. Let's see what you have to say. Page of Wands. What did I say? Gemini, very impressive. I will say very impressive. You are definitely taking. Ooh, the bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. Definite change, and what I feel this Five of Swords is speaking about is being selfish. I feel like you tried to connect with someone and try to compromise as much as you could from your side, but I feel like you've noticed that you're doing most of the work, and this other person is not meeting you halfway as much as you as much as you are giving and doing what you can, this person is maybe hesitant to meet you halfway. And so you're like, no, this can't be right. I can't be giving to this connection, and you are not, as much as I am at least, and you're now deciding to be selfish. Anyway, going back to this page of wands, as I was saying, you have definitely been enlightened. You're definitely experiencing enlightenment, divine enlightenment. You're also seeing the problem here, this Eight of Swords in reverse, and you have transformed it into the Page of Wands. Again, this fiery energy of wanting to go right in, fix the problem, and fixing it, and moving forward. It's like, okay, this is the problem, fix it, check, move on. That is my Geminis in the second week of September in your love life and social life. Pages speak about new communication, about new opportunities coming in. And I feel like you may be taking the initiative to start something new. You may be kind of calling it quits with this old energy that isn't serving you and moving on to something new. In other instances, it's someone else, another connection that's coming in. Maybe this person that you were speaking to, this new energy you were speaking to, because Page of Wands is new energy. It's new energy. This person might have taken the initiative and started talking to you. And I see it as a bright and warm and exciting and beautiful and fun new beginning for you in your love life. Alternatively, it may be friends getting into contact with you and you deciding to meet up and have some fun. But it's definitely a new and exciting energy in your love life and your social life. So good on you. Good on you. Okay. Now what's left is the home environment. Let's see how things are back at the ranch. Okay. What insights can we get for Gemini pertaining to their home environments? It jumped, but I don't feel like it's too soon. Okay? Too enthusiastic, Chatty Cathy. What insights do we have for Gemini in the first week of September? Insights for their home environments. Messages that we have for them. Okay? You want to come up and see what you have to say. Okay, so Knight of Cups. For some of you, I feel like you may be getting out of the house more. If you are in a country or a region where the lockdown restrictions are lightening up, you're going to level 2 or 1 or whatever it may be. You're now taking the opportunity to see old friends or going out of your home environment, because with the Knight of Cups, I feel like you're not at home very much. Cups is about feelings, about emotions. It's about our relationships to others. And Knights are about going forward and achieving and doing what you must in that specific area, that focus. And because this is in the reverse, I feel like you're not spending much time at home. You're going out somewhere else. You're finding your happiness elsewhere. For those of you who may be in a stable relationship, let's say you're married, for example. For those of you who may be married, I feel like there's definitely a strain of some sorts in this home environment, and you're kind of moving away from focusing on that. You may have been obsessing. In this case, if it's marriage, I can see how the domestic environment links up with your romantic. In that case, you may have been obsessing about how to fix your home environment and situation, and you were just realizing at this point, I'm tired. I've done as much as I can. Let this fix itself. Okay, I've done as much as I can. That's all anyone can ask of me, and that's fair. That is fair. So let's look at your second week. Let's see what we can get here. Second week of September for my Geminis. What insights do we have for the domestic environments? Okay, I feel this one more. Let's see. Okay, Knight of Wands. You're definitely retracting from the home environment. There may be a negative energy there. For those of you who are living with parents, it may be a father kind of towing the line and saying, curfew, curfew, curfew. You're saying no, no, no. For others of you who are in a stable relationship or married, that's basically what I'm saying, married or commitment. If there's some arguments in the household, you're kind of pulling away from that energy and like, look, I'm tired of arguing. Right now, I'm just going to focus on me. See what I mean? Focusing on you. For some of you, this may result in a kind of a ending of sorts, a death of sorts. You moving away, maybe. But you're definitely moving in a new direction. For some of you, that may actually be physically moving. This may be the ending of some kind of old domestic situation, moving out, moving on, metaphorically and maybe physically too. So that's the insights I have for you. You're definitely looking at problems in your life and working towards fixing them, resolving them. And in some instances, for some Geminis, it may actually involve you moving away into a new place where you can do and decide what you want to do. You know, just decide, I want to go this direction. I want to invest in this kind of relationship. I want to do this, this, and this. In your first week, you're taking the time to recognize that. And in the second week, you're actively resolving those issues in your life. Yeah, that is what I see for you, Geminis. I hope that this was informative. For my cross watchers, likewise. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment on any suggestions you'd like to see. And yeah, I will see you in the next one, you guys. Bye.